All right, Barakati Yahweh, Barakati Yahweh Shai, Barakati Yahweh, Barakati Yahweh Shai, Barakati Yahweh, Barakati Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakat Kodash, double honors to the apostles, a great millstone for teaching and ruling one of the scriptures. Salutations to Akim across the world, pushing his word in truth and in sincerity and with charity. And I've just been basically, making my rounds around the city. And if you actually sit back and spiritually, look at the status of Esau, man, they're losing their kingdom, man. Why is this? Because we are living in the end days when the Lord, Yahweh, who the world ignorantly calls God, Hashem, which means in the name, Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus, is bringing this kingdom down, man. Because why? It's a wicked kingdom. It's a kingdom ruled on unrighteousness. So all throughout history, all right, we can see by example that wicked kingdoms, they come to an end, man. If it's not going according to the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, it's going to come to an end. Okay? And there's nothing new under the sun with this kingdom, man. Okay? Let me get this. Let me open it up again. This app's always been acting up. I'm not gonna make it too long. This is Job. I believe it is Job, the 20th chapter. Yep. This is Job chapter 20, verse 4. It says, "Knowest thou not this of old?" It says, "Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon the earth?" All right, so we're going to look back into history as I just spoke of. All right, we're going to see prime examples of how wicked kingdoms come to an end. Kingdoms that are ruled in unrighteousness, we're going to understand and look back in times of old, how they come to an end. Job 20 and 4, "Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon the earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment." And that's what we're seeing happen, man. Because this rulership that Esau has had has been for basically half a day, a little bit over half a day. Because we know that 1,000 years to the Most High, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, is 1,000 years is one day to the Most High. And this Edomite has been ruling for a little bit over half a day. So that's, technically that's a short rulership. All right, which solidifies this scripture, man. Job 20 and 5, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment, because we see their triumphing coming to an end. We see their society coming to an end. We see their joy, the faces that they have. It's of distress and sorrow more and more into these last days, because that triumphing and that joy is coming to an end. You see? Verse 6. It says, "Though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach unto the clouds, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he?" And that's what we're seeing take place. The devastation of this place, man. Okay? This place is absolutely done, man. This economy is tanking. They're dropping points and points and points each and every week in the Dow. All right, the economy's failing. You have a brother that we have in the camp. All right, I believe he's on the other side of the line still, but he drives for a trucking company, and he always puts articles saying how the trucking industry is losing drivers by the hundreds, and these trucking industries, they're used to bring goods into the country, man, and they're not bringing these goods into the country anymore. So now you're gonna have high prices on items, because it's gonna be hard to actually transport them here, and it's gonna be hard to get them. So the triumphing of this man's society is coming to an end, especially because of this truth, man. Okay? Especially because of this truth. Let me get one more scripture. This is Isaiah chapter 14. And this is Isaiah chapter 14, verse 20. Because now we're entering into the time where the Lord is preparing that judgment for this nation. All the while he's bringing them down at the same time. Okay? So we go out there and we profess this because why? We could foresee it. We could see it afar off. All right? And we're saying these things before they come to happen. And that's what prophets do. Isaiah 14 and 20, thou shalt not be joined with them in burial, which is the other nations. Okay? When the time comes, when everybody gets their land back after our rulership, after their slavery, when the Lord comes back, all the other nations are going to get their land back, except for the biblical Edomites, man. They're not going to be put back into their land to pay tribute to us. They're going to be exterminated according to Obadiah. It says, thou shalt not be joined with them in burial, because thou hast destroyed thy land and slayed thy people. The seed of evildoers shall never be renowned. Verse 21, it says, prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers. What is the iniquity of their fathers? All these things in this treachery that they've spread over the past 500 to 600 years across the globe, man. Okay? That wine, which has made the whole earth drunken in wickedness, man. And unrighteous decrees and unrighteousness in general, man. So now we're seeing this place come to an end. All right? Like Job, the 20th chapter says. Okay? And it's beautiful because everything that this man has sown on the planet, all these things he's going to reap in the end, man. Okay? Isaiah 14 and 21, prepare slaughter for his children, because his children are walking around to this day. They're living in the delicacies of all the unrighteous things that they've done across the planet. They're living and benefited from that, man. That's why they live in these condos. That's why they drive the best cars. They eat, the best of the poison, because during this man's rulership, all the food is actually defiled, man. So they're actually eating the best of the poison. They're eating poison as well. All right, but just a better, a higher level, a more clean poison, so to speak, But the Lord is preparing the children of the biblical Edomites, their seed. He's preparing them for slaughter, man. Because what's going to happen? All these other countries are going to come into this place and bombard this place with destruction. And ultimately, this place is going to be nuked, man, by these other countries that have nuclear power now, man. Isaiah 14 and 21, prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers. Oh, well, we didn't do it. It wasn't us. Well, your fathers did it, so you're going to have to pay for their iniquity, man. This is what Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua has purposed in these last days. It says that they do not rise nor possess the land nor fill the face of the world with cities. So they're not going to be able to establish themselves ever again after this rulership, after the end of this rulership. Because why? Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua is going to establish his dominion on the planet forever. And the nation that's going to rule under him is the nation of Israel. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you are the children of Israel. Okay? And basically, we're seeing this man reap what he has sown across the planet, man. All right? That's what we're seeing now. Okay? We're seeing his wisdom fail him. Why? Because you look at the people in office, you look at these politicians, and they have no more wisdom, man. If they did, they will have answers for this terribly ran society, man. But they don't have answers because why? Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua in the last days said he was going to take away their wisdom. Let's get that real quick. This is Jeremiah chapter 49. Jeremiah 49 and 7 concerning Edom. That's you biblical Edomites, you self-proclaimed white people. You're the biblical Edomites. There's no such thing as white people. And this is what the Most High says concerning you. Jeremiah 49 and 7 concerning Edom. Thus saith Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, the Lord of armies. That's what the Lord of hosts means. Is wisdom no more in Teman? Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished? These are rhetorical questions, man. Because the Lord knows the answer. He's the one that's taking away the wisdom. And he's being sarcastic with these Edomites because he doesn't like them, man. And we are to go out there and speak his words. All right? In the same spirit, in the spirit of the Lord, man. And we ask them these things, man. And they can't answer it. Because why? Because Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua is in control of the rulers of the world. And in the kingdom of men, the Most High rules, and he sets up who he wants, man. All right? And what is he doing? He's taking down one kingdom before our eyes, and he's setting up another one, the children of Israel, specifically the house of David. Okay? Jeremiah 49:7, concerning Edom, thus saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, the Lord of hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman? Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished? All right, so there's no more control of the reality. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is controlling this reality, man. You see, we are in the end days. According to prophecy, we are in that time of the kingdoms being transferred, man. Okay, let's get that. Let me see if I can find it. See here. This is Psalms chapter 75, verse 7. Let me see. I'm going to start at 6. Psalm 75:6. For promotion cometh neither from the east nor from the west. Okay? Nor from the south. But the Most High is the judge. He putteth down one and setteth up another. And that's what we're seeing take place. That's why we've came back to our heritage, man. Right around the time where this man is about to go down. That's all prophecy, man. Okay? It says, verse 8, for in the hand of the Lord Yahweh there is a cup, and the wine is red. It is full of mixture, and he poureth out the same. But the dregs thereof, all the wicked of the earth shall wring them out and drink them. And that's what they're getting ready to drink, because they're gonna reap what they have sown across the world, man. Okay, so the Lord's preparing this nice big cup of all the things that they've put everyone else through for them and for the heathens that join unto them, man, and for our people that join unto them, man. You're going to drink that destruction, all right? But you so-called Negroes on this side, you're going to drink that destruction, and then on the kingdom, you're going to come back and be in peace. But the heathens and the Edomites, they're going to drink this cup on this side, destruction, and they're going to drink slavery and destruction and judgment on the other side as well, man. It don't matter what you people say, man. If you're a so-called Negro, Latino, or Native American, and you're still trying to be adhered to this society, you're going to be destroyed, man, with this man. Because the Most High is going to do grievous judgment in these last days, man. Because this man is going to reap what he has sown, man. Let's get that. This is Galatians. I'm going to keep it real short, man. Galatians chapter 6, verse 7. It says, be not deceived, the Most High is not mocked. And that's what they do. And that's what they do. The biblical Edomites, that's what they do in this society. That's what they do in this society when when they put out all these unrighteous decrees that are contrary to the scriptures. They're mocking the Most High, but the Most High is not mocked. He's just letting them build up their measure. And it says in the scriptures that their wickedness has reached unto the heavens, man. So now the Most High is going to perform judgment. Galatians 6, verse 7. Be not deceived, the Most High is not mocked, for whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. And that's what we're seeing. We're seeing the transfer of kingdoms, and we're seeing the biblical Edomites face their judgment and the beginning of their destruction and the beginning of them taking that cup, all right? That cup of destruction, that cup of death and violence that they've put the world through, and specifically the children of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. We're seeing them about to get ready to take the cup, okay? I'm going to get one more and close it out. This is Lamentations chapter 4, verse 21. It says, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. So rejoice. Enjoy the last benefits of this terrible trash dump of a kingdom, man, with GMO foods and bad air, all right, transgenders and homosexuals. Enjoy this. Enjoy your opioids, you know, enjoy your vaping. Enjoy all these things the Lord is saying, because what's coming next? It says, the cup also shall pass through unto thee, that cup that I just spoke of and read in Psalms. Okay, the cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked. And that's what we're seeing, man. All your nakedness, all your treachery, all your destructive ways, all right, and lies and deceit is coming out on the forefront, man. Okay? Why is this? Because the Most High is getting ready to judge you Edomites as a nation, because that's how the Most High judges, as a nation. Okay, verse 22, the punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, it's time to wake up. Your punishment is over. You're at the end of your punishment. You got a little bit of time left before the Most High comes back and sets us back up. Okay? You got a little bit of time. We're in the end, and we're in the beginning of a transition from the biblical Edomites to the Israelites, man. That's why the Lord says here, the punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. But what's being prepared for you Edomites? He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. Try the descendants and the seed of Edom that we see today, who are better known as self-proclaimed white people. The Lord is getting ready to judge them now. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins. And that's what we're seeing, man. Okay? That's why you have exposure on this certain race in the last days, man. Because we're seeing a transition of power, a transition of kingdoms, man. Let me get this and I'm going to close it out here. I don't want to make it too extremely long, man. Bear with me 1 second. This is 2nd Ezra. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 6. Let me see where I'm going to start. We'll just start at 1. 2nd Ezra chapter 6 verse 1. And he said unto me in the beginning, when the earth was made, before the borders of the world stood, or ever the winds blew, before it thundered and lightened, or ever the foundations of paradise were laid, before the fair flowers were seen, or ever the movable powers were established, before the innumerable multitude of angels were gathered together, or ever the heights of the air were lifted up, before the measures of firmament were named, or ever the chimneys in Zion were hot, and the present years were sought out, and or ever the inventions of them that now sin were turned, before they were sealed to have gathered faith for a treasure, man. The Lord willing, we're those men, the elect, man. Teaching his word, proclaiming these things to the world, whether they believe or not, because it really doesn't matter. We can see it, man, through the Spirit, man. Verse 6, then did I consider these things, and they all were made through me alone, Yahweh Shai, and through none other. By me also they shall be ended, and by none other. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall be the end of the first, and the beginning of it that followeth? And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. For Esau, which we were going into and we've been talking about, is the end of the world. And Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. And that's what we're seeing, the transition of kingdoms, the transition of the two brothers. Okay? The ending of one and the beginning of another, man. That's what we're seeing, and that's what we're proclaiming out on the highways and byways. All right, so Lord willing, that was edifying. Call, halal, yum, la, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Makakodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone for teaching and ruling well in the scriptures. Salutations to you, Akim, across the world, pushing his word in truth and in sincerity and with charity. Shalom and Abba Babah.